Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being a Time Traveler subscription-based member. Let's take a look now at your full moon in Gemini message. Keep in mind, this reading is collective in nature. It is not individualized to you. So as the messages come through today, just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements. Okay, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What is the full moon in Gemini message here for Sagittarius? We have a new moon in your sign, Sag, on the 19th of this month, 20th, depending on where you live in the world. So what is the full moon in Gemini message here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have truth. Interesting. Well, you are all about the truth. This full moon in Gemini is your opposite sign. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, communication. This could be a download you're receiving or a conversation you're having with someone. Some truth here is revealed. Friendship at the bottom of the deck. Right behind that, you have lucky. Okay, let's get a Moonology card, and then we'll dive into tarot. Tell me about truth here and friendship for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the Moonology card here for Sagittarius? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. At the bottom of the deck, be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. And then surrender to the divine. Full moon. Okay. What does Sagittarius need to know about this truth, friendship, have faith in your dreams, be bold, and make the first move for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Tell me, okay. We have the Three of Swords and then the Wheel of Fortune. Both of these cards came flying out of the deck. Tell me more about truth and friendship here for Sagittarius. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. That leaves the Two of Wands, the Tower, and the Magician here at the bottom of the deck. What is this Three of Swords here? I feel like for most of you, this happened prior to Sagittarius season because the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius energy, and the Three of Swords here is preceding it. Tell me a little bit about that Three of Swords. Then we'll take a look at that Knight of Cups here coming in. Tell me about that Three of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Death card. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have Four of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Three of Wands to the Eight of Wands. So I feel like prior to Sagittarius season, you had something pretty significant end here in your life. Now, for some of you, it's in regards to your career or your job. For others of you, it was a connection in your life. Now, that could be professional, platonic, like with a friend or family member, or maybe even a lover. So that Ten of Pentacles could be family or could be work-related or an individual that's been in your life for a long time. Six of Pentacles, I feel like there was no equal give and take. So if this is a job, they were not paying you adequately. If this is a friend, family member, or lover, there was no reciprocity. You were overgiving, or at least that was your perception. And then you have the Death card. So it came to an end prior to Sagittarius season. It's like since then, Seven of Cups and the Ten of Cups, it's almost like you are, Seven of Cups is Neptune and Pisces astrologically. So this is you kind of going within and almost dreaming and fantasizing like, will I ever have the Ten of Cups? Will I have the Ten of Cups again? Meaning like, will I find another job or a job that I'll be truly happy and content with? Or a friend or a lover that I can achieve the Ten of Cups with. So there seems to be some daydreamy here kind of energy in regards to long-term emotional contentment. Tell me a little bit about this for the Seven of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Thank you. We have the Devil, followed by the Tower and the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. So whatever that Three of Swords moment was, it rattled you. Now, I don't know, again, what came to an end there, or maybe some conversation was had, or you received some kind of download or aha epiphany moment. So this is sort of giving me like Ace of Swords vibes. So whether you were terminated from the job or something, so some type of conversation occurred at work and you realized, oh, it's time for me to find another job. Could be something like that. Or again, you actually had a connection end in your life, or there was just a conversation with an individual that led you to realize, oh my God, I really do need to end this or walk away from this individual. But again, I feel like it happened probably in Scorpio season, definitely prior to Sagittarius season. And it's like because of that ending, because of what happened or how it happened, or whatever communication or aha epiphany moment you had, it started making you think about long-term stability. And again, in regards to career and finance, love and romance, or just connections in general in your life. So that Tower moment was the spark for you. I feel like for most of you, this is relationship based, meaning with a friend, a family member, or a lover. But we have something else coming in here. All right, tell me about this Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Knight of Cups is being clarified by the Six of Swords, Judgment, and the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Sagittarius, I think you have someone who is a friend or is like a friend to you that you may not realize that this individual, this friend, actually has more feelings for you. It's almost like they've resisted telling you. Now, it's possible they resisted telling you because you were in a connection, like in another connection, or you're now in the process of ending that connection or mourning that connection. I feel like this person has resisted or is currently resisting telling you how they feel about you. You might need to be the one here to be bold and make the first move, because this person is secretly keeping like some feelings here for you under the surface. And I think it's because they're either waiting for you to exit this connection or they're waiting for you to heal from exiting this connection. If this was a work-related ending or some upheaval that happened at work, whether you lost a job or something happened and now you're investing a lot of your time into finding another job, it's like this person does not want to tell you how they feel about you until you're over this. So either you've moved on from it, or you've healed from it, or again, if it's work related, like you found another job. This person is concealing their true feelings for you. They kind of see you as the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So again, very studious, very focused on your work right now, possibly dealing, like I said, with this ending or finding a replacement job. Tell me about the Queen of Swords energy. I feel like this is you, whether you're masculine or feminine, because we have the Truth card. The Queen of Swords is the truth teller of tarot. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So I do feel like this is you. Tell me about Sagittarius's energy here. And I feel like right now you're no nonsense. Like you're either ending that connection, whoever they are, or you're healing from that ending, or you're very studious, like in finding another job. It's almost like you're not paying attention. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your energy here, Three of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're focused in another direction, Celestial Weaver. So you're focused in like rebuilding your life, or again, like I said, finding another job. You just seem to be focused now on your new chapter. Page of Swords, you're learning something new. Ten of Wands. Whatever burden this has been for you, emotional, financial, or otherwise, you seem to be very highly focused, highly concentrated on that. And I feel like this person has some feelings here for you. Four of Wands. Tell me about the Four of Wands here for Sagittarius. Tell me about the Four of Wands here. Yeah, this Tower moment seems to have you rebuilding yourself emotionally, and for others of you financially. The Four of Wands, we have the Moon, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. This is a very specific message. So if you're not a single Sag or you're not interested in love, then this just isn't your reading, and that's okay. You're welcome to check another placement. but I have a group of you where it's someone you know, either a friend or someone you work with, who is really concealing some very sweet, loving feelings that they have for you. Meanwhile, you're focused here on your dreams. Like, have faith in your dreams. You're now focused on recovery and long-term goals, and you know where you're working next, and you're healing from whatever has transpired here. And I feel like, unbeknownst to you, this friend, oh, look at that, we have friendship, lucky, and message. Sag, this person may, if, okay, I just had, okay, that's interesting how my throat chakra just went on me. I feel like this person, we're getting to a point now. I'm going to get some timing for you. This person is not going to be able to keep to themselves how they feel about you. I feel like they get a little frog in their throats, like they just like happened to me. Like, they want to tell you how they feel, but every time they want to express it, maybe send you a text to ask, you know, kind of like, I don't know. I get this feeling like this person, every time they want to say it, they pull back. They don't say it. Why is this person pulling back? Aside from, I see they're trying to give you room to heal, or work on your life, or work on your healing, or work on your finances right now. Why is this person holding back here from Sagittarius? One more shuffle. Thank you. 8 of Cups. Yeah, they're waiting for you to either leave this person behind, heal from this person, heal from the situation, find another job. Like, they're holding back. They're waiting for you to, like, find your footing here. 6 of Wands. Yeah, and the Lovers. It's just a matter of time, Sagittarius, before this person discloses to you their true feelings. How will Sagittarius know who this person is? Let's get some identifiers here. I see that with the 3 of Cups, that you're kind of friend zoning this person, or you have friend zoned this person. I'm going to draw a couple cards from this deck. Oh, let's see what just came out here. We have the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to draw a couple cards here from this deck for those of you where you already know this person, and for others of you, this person is like the next new soulmate that you're meeting. So I'm going to draw cards for each groups here, because some of you already have this person in your life. You work with them, or you're casual friends with them, and I don't think you realize the feelings that they have for you. And for others of you, this is the next soulmate coming on your path as soon as, like, you finally move away or you heal from whatever this is. But let's get some identifiers here for Sagittarius. Actually, I probably should go into the other deck. Okay. Any other messages Sagittarius needs to know about this? Anything else they need to know about this person, this new person, or the person concealing their feelings? One more shuffle. Thank you. Anything else you need to know? 6 of Cups. They are soulmate, soul bond connection to you. Strength. They're holding themselves back. Knight of Swords. This person is holding themselves back, moving forward with you. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. This person finds you very attractive. Very attractive. They're very much into you, and they are resisting telling you how they feel. Sorry about that. That's my dad. My dad is an Aquarius. Maybe for some of you, this person is an Aquarius, or for those of you where you don't know this person, you could be meeting them in Aquarius season. I take everything in a reading as a sign. So let's get some cards for you. For my Sagittarius, is where this person is currently in their life. They either work with them or they know them. They're sort of friend zoning one another right now. For my Sagittarius, is where this person is currently in their life. What does Sagittarius need to know about this person? What do they need to know about this person? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you need to know about this person? Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, and Justice. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. This could be, for some of you, someone that you work with. This could be someone who is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very heavy on the Libra here with that King of Swords to the Justice card. Even though the King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, astrologically, it actually is Aquarius, which is interesting because my dad just called and I said to you, he's an Aquarius. This person's very clear thinking. They're an intellectual. They're an authority figure. This is someone who could work with the legal system. They could be an officer of the law. They could be a police officer. They could be a peacekeeper. They could work for the courts. I think you see this person, because this is someone currently in your life. I don't think this person expresses any emotion for you. It's very pentacle related. So I think for a lot of you, you work with this person or you know them through work. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the Strength card. Look, a totally different deck. Three of Swords. The Four of Swords. This person is waiting for you to leave another connection or heal from another connection. Or like I said, get through this storm that you're currently going through if it's financial in nature. They're holding back the cup. They're holding back their feelings while you heal, while you go through this heartbreak. They could be waiting for you to leave your person. But if you know, this is for those of you where that you already know this person. Eight of Swords, the Sun, and the Ten of Cups. Oh my God. And the King of Pentacles, which you already came out as in that first spread that I did with the other deck. This person is really holding back how they feel about you. For some of you, they could be waiting for you to leave a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They could be waiting for you to divorce this person. That's quite possible as well. Okay. Let's get timing. Not every card in tarot is timing. So if I have to, I'll get into the timing deck. But when will this person tell Sagittarius how they feel about them? Knight of Swords. Well, this is coming in fast, within a week. So it could be within the upcoming week. For others of you, this could be within 1 week of you moving on from this person, or maybe you're telling this friend or they're hearing about that you're moving on from this other individual. So within 1 week. Bottom of the deck, Hierophant, the Moon, and the Ace of Cups. I think for those of you where you are married and you've been like discussing leaving your person or divorcing, this person's going to wait until you do that. So within 1 week of you announcing that you're leaving this person, or you're serving them divorce papers or something like that, or the divorce is almost coming to a conclusion soon, that's when this person is going to tell you how they feel about you. For others of you, they're just waiting for you to, like in a current finance reading, the Hierophant could be an entity or corporation we work for. And in that case, they're waiting for you to get your finances in order, not because they're with you for your money, but they know that you are very consumed right now by finding another job, either because you were recently let go, or they just know you're not happy at your current place of employment because of that Tower moment that happened. And maybe you have been mentioning that you're looking for another job. So this person, you know them, they're in your energy, they're waiting for you to move through the storm that you're currently going through, either like healing from it or ending something in your life. Let's put these cards here to the side. For my Sagittarians who don't know this person, look at that. You don't know this person, you're still going through a storm, you're focused on something else. For the Sagittarians who don't know this person yet, so yeah, in that case, well, I'll draw you cards on Be Bold and make the first move. Let's one message at a time. For my Sagittarians, where you don't know this individual and you're currently focused on other things, some of you could be writing a book. It seems to be very studious in nature here, your energy with that Page of Pentacles. I came, sort of flying out of the deck before, and the Queen of Swords is looking at a piece of paper. So it's almost like while you're focused on something else or rebuilding your life. For my Sagittarians who don't know this person, what do they need to know now about this person? One more shuffle here. Thank you. For those of you where you do not know this person, Two of Cups, they are a soulmate, soul bond connection to you. Queen of Wands could be a fire sign. And the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the World card to the Nine of Cups. So this person comes in as you're closing out the chapter, because you don't know them yet. You're still going through the storm. You're refocusing your attention on other matters. And that's when the soulmate comes in. Tell me more about this. Two of Cups. Queen could be King of Wands. I do not read body parts. And that Five of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Cups to the Empress. Wow. Queen of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles. And Five of Wands to the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Chariot. So it's like after you walk away, after you're through the storm, you're healing from it, you're recovering from it, you're focused on other things, then that's when this individual comes in. You could work for some of this person. You could work for some of the, maybe for some of you, you will be working for this person. Like this could be if you're changing jobs. Sometimes King, Queen of Wands are the entrepreneurs or business builders of tarot. So it could actually be your next boss or a supervisor or a higher up. It could be someone that you work with. Maybe you're apprenticing under this person. If you're clearing this out and deciding to go back to school, this could be someone that you work at school, because sometimes the Eight of Pentacles could be in respect to education. Five of Wands to the Knight of Swords. This person may be, you may find them to be, when you meet them and you tell them about the chaos and conflict that you've gone through and that you're healing from and how you're getting your life in order and stuff, you may find this person is a little bit opinionated about what you've gone through in the past. Why is that? Why is that? There seems to be a lot of communication between you and them about what transpired for you in the past. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. They've gone through something similar. So it sort of feels like that's kind of what's the bonding element here very early on in your discussion. So this could end up being someone that you meet at work, or some project that you're working on here, or like I said, for those of you going back to school or taking courses or learning something new. This starts off as friends. This starts off as friendship. This person has feelings for you early on. They kind of keep it to themselves. And the conversation very early on seems to be about what they went through, what you've gone through, what you're currently working on, maybe this project that the two of you are working on together. Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Three of Swords. Wow. And then the Emperor. So this is a pretty strong soulmate, soul bond connection. This person's coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. You came out as the King. Again, I don't read body parts. So this seems to be a lifelong partner here who's coming in for you, Sag, via some project that you're working on or something new that you're learning. And it starts off as friendship. When you meet this person, you might not even look at them initially as a romantic partner because you're focused on something else. The exchange here, there's a mutual exchange here of respect or love or admiration, but we're sort of keeping it friend level because the early on conversations seem to be about what's centered around in the past, which is interesting because that's kind of how my person and I had started our relationship as well. He was going through he was in a tumultuous marriage. I was exiting mine. We started off as friends, just talking about our shared experiences. And then over the course of months, it developed into a relationship that we're currently still in with one another, like 5.5 years later. So there could be something like that similar to you, where this starts off, like I said, as friends. And the conversations early on are about what the two of you have gone through and you're healing through. But there's love there. There's mutual respect there. All right, let's get timing for my Sagittarians who don't know this person. They're going through this storm or restructuring their life in some way. When do they meet this person? One more shuffle here. Thank you. When are you meeting this person? The King of Pentacles came up again. So the next Earth sign we have is Capricorn season, followed by Taurus season. Anything else in respect to timing here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. So we have Capricorn, we have Taurus, and then we have the Queen of Cups, which for me is 1 month. I'm going to get into the timing deck here for you. So within a month, maybe it's within a month of you starting this new job or working on this new project, or within a month of you exiting that other connection. A little bit more on timing. That came out very quickly. Within the next 6 months, which would make sense if we're looking at both Capricorn and Taurus season. Sooner than expected. Anything else on timing here? Next week. Okay. Anything else for timing here for Sag? So everyone's on a different timeline. So if you're looking for love, we're all at different points of the timeline here. within this next 6 months, sooner than expected, and next week. So if you're single and free and you're clear and you started another job, yeah, within the next week or so, that's when you're meeting this person. If you're still moving through the storm, you might not meet them for another month, maybe in Capricorn season. For others of you, could be between Capricorn and Taurus season. But this person is now on your path. Definitely now on your path. Nice, nice, nice reading here for you, Sag. I wanted to get you a couple of cards here on that. Be bold and make the first move. And I want to do that for both groups here. So for my Sagittarians, where they're, like I said, going through the storm or currently rebuilding their lives, this person is in their life. They're sort of, I don't want to say friend zoning one another, but, you know, just kind of keeping it at the friend level, or it's just currently at the friend level. What is this? Be bold and make the first move. One more shuffle here. Thank you. For those of you where, like I said, this person's already in your life, we have the Hermit, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like this person is really resisting coming forward and telling you their feelings. So if you're getting this suspicion that you have these feelings for this person and you suspect that they have feelings for you as well, this person may not come out and tell you. Again, they're waiting for you to leave something behind or go through the storm or whatever. So until that is final, they may not be telling you what their feelings are. In that respect, if you're getting the sense, because you are more intuitive than people give you credit for, then I feel like you would need to be bold here to make the first move, because this person is slow here. They're slow to come and tell you. They're concealing their feelings and slow to tell you, because again, they're waiting for you to either leave someone behind or to heal from an ending. Anything else Sagittarius needs to know, or like I said, restructure maybe your life financially, for those of you where that was a financial tower that happened. Thank you. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's really holding back their feelings. Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands. It's like they're waiting. Look, oh my God, the Fool and the Tower. So this person is waiting for you to either create that tower if you're leaving something or someone behind, or to heal or rebuild from that tower. In the meantime, they're just holding back their feelings. So if you feel like, I think this person's got feelings for me, they're a little fun, they're a little flirty, then I think in that respect, you would need to be bold and make the first move, Sag, because this person's they're gonna wait a bit before they tell you how they feel. They might feel like you're not ready yet. That's interesting. I just looked at the card at the bottom of your deck, and it's the Ten of Cups. For my Sagittarians, where this person is on their path, they do not know them. Why be bold and make the first move? Thank you. King of Pentacles. You're showing up so strong as a King of Pentacles. That's like the third time for you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Empress again. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Star card. For those of you where you don't know this person, I feel like there's nothing you can do, to be quite honest. This person's on your path between Capricorn and Taurus season. I don't think there's anything for you to do except move through that tower. Either you're going to initiate it and leave someone behind, or you're going to heal and restructure. I don't think there's anything that you need to do in respect to the connection itself. I think like be bold and make the first move is go through that tower or heal that tower. I don't think you can stop anything from like you meeting this person or the feelings developing between the two of you. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. I think you have to move through this, heal. So maybe your focus right now should be on that tower. And just know that this is coming to you in time when you're ready. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Maybe in the interim, you just need to have faith that this new partnership is coming in for you. Yeah, the Knight of Cups that is coming in for you, Three of Pentacles and Justice. So I would just work on whatever this is for you. It could be a legal issue. It could be a divorce. Or like I said, you're restructuring your life in some way. I don't think there's anything you can do here. I'm going to be quite honest with you. You have this love partner now on your path. It starts off as friends, pentacle resources, and then it looks like there's an exchange of energies. We've got the 2 cups and the 2 of cups. The 1 cup in the Knight is 3 cups. So it starts off as friends, 3 of Pentacles, and then it evolves into the 3 of Cups. You've got the Hermit, you have the King of Swords, and you have the World card. There's something here that you need to close out with this person. That's twice now. So I don't know who this individual is. I think you need to close something out here with this person, Sag, and the new person comes in. So I would just focus on the ending and healing through the ending. And if you're of the belief that you're going to like spend the rest of your life alone, that is just not true here. That is not true. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. That is your full moon in Gemini reading. Yeah, full moons are all about releasing, Sag. So I think right now, whether you are in group 1 or group 2, there's that ending here that, you know, either you need to release yourself from, or you got to work through the ending if it just recently happened to you in Scorpio season. So I would just focus on that. And then you have that new moon in your sign on the 19th. I would call in the new on the 19th if you need that new job, or you want that new love partner, or you have this friend who maybe you have feelings for and you suspect they have feelings for you as well. I would call them in. But this is a really nice reading, probably the best one that I've done. No offense to the other signs. They were like super duper heavy. Yours seems to be about reconstruction in respect to career and finance. And then this unexpected kind of love and romance blooming through the storm, or just after that storm is ending for you. So it's a really nice love reading. I think it's the only love reading I had so far. So congratulations, Sag. That is your full moon in Gemini message. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. Thank you so much for being a Time Traveler member. Like I was explaining to all of the other signs for their full moon and Gemini readings, I really went back and forth trying to decide what the price point should be for these readings. And I settled on that $24.99 price, not to be greedy. Because once YouTube takes their $10.50 share, and the state government takes their taxes, and the federal government takes their taxes, I end up with about $9. So not knowing how many subscribers I would get, 1, 10, 100, I have no idea where this will go. I thought, well, to put out an extra 48 readings a month and not knowing the amount of subscribers that would come in, I thought $9 was pretty fair. I got to eat too. I got to keep my house warm too in the wintertime. So I hope that you do understand that. If when you went to purchase it, this was something else I wanted to tell you, and you were charged $29.99 instead of $24.99, it's because you used an Apple device. I didn't know this prior to it, but if you used an Apple device to subscribe to the channel, Apple, unbeknownst to me, charges somewhere between $3 and $5 for a payment processing fee. Doesn't go to me, doesn't go to YouTube. It's something that Apple does for, I guess, additional revenue for themselves. So if you wanted to, you could cancel the subscription and then sign up using a non-Apple device or a web browser. And that would give you the actually authentic price of $24.99. Doesn't sound like a big savings, but $5 is a lot. And at the end of the year, you would save $60. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thanks again for being a Time Traveler member. If you're celebrating any holidays this season, I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. Of course, if you're celebrating your birthday in the week ahead, I wish you a happy birthday too. I'm definitely looking forward, as your opposite sign, looking forward to that new moon in Sagittarius. So I think those messages will be pretty transformative for you. They're very future focused. So I think we're going to be looking 6 months out. So whoever this friend or soulmate is, I'm sure that they'll make another appearance in that reading as well. That is what I have for you, Saggy. Thanks again, and have a wonderful week. As always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.